Well, he attack me. But Jayden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
What you talking about is Jayden place. See me up to the time, a cartel. I represent for Jayden Chase. We spray them face on the AK rays. See me up to the time, the Gaza station.
Yeah, man, now move settings, viewers and subscribers. And we no need no ladder. Gaza Nation, we want to find the Gaza station. Welcome to the channel, Jayden Chase. And yes, we are bringing another new and yes, exciting reasoning on the topic of dancehall and entertainment. Remember, man, I remind you now, but click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and also leave a like, a comment, and yes, bust a share on the vlog in truth. Now, viewers and subscribers, recently someone asked me why I think the evidence should have been deemed inadmissible, and why I think when the case is presented to the Privy Council, remember, all that took place during the initial trial and at the appeal stage will be brought, documented, and presented in the court of the Privy Council rather. Now, viewers and subscribers, remember, Bianca Samuels was quoted as saying this: if the forensic examiner, the police investigator who examined the device, cannot vouch for its integrity, then that is Exhibit A. Also, she was quoted as saying, remember, the text, those same texts that they said implicated Vybz Kartel and Sean Storm, were modified, viewers and subscribers, hours, approximately 3 hours and 24 minutes after it was taken from Vybz Kartel, and while it was in the custody of the JCF. Now, if the forensic investigator cannot vouch in what court, remember, he knew that other experts were going to examine the device as well. So him no say a court him there. Him no want commit perjury. So him decide to say, just like how we know, a very popular politician did say, I just could not recall. So he chose to say that him could not vouch for the integrity. Meaning say him now say yes, on him now say no. Keeping to play neutral, not wanting to go against the state and their plans. Now think about it. When all of this information is presented to the Privy Council, what do you feel I'm going to say? Even the text messages in question that they said were sent from Sean Storm's phone to Vybz Kartel's phone, viewers and subscribers. When you read it, you can clearly see that these texts were modified. August 16, 2011, 3:09 p.m. Campbell to Mr. Palmer. Mr. Campbell to Mr. Palmer. My boss, we have to get back the thing them, boss. 3:28 a.m. Mr. Campbell to Mr. Palmer. Cause right now, I not even can sleep, my boss. 3:29 a.m. Mr. Campbell to Mr. Palmer. Janu, the little time I close my eye, these are clearly 3 messages sent at different intervals of time. One, I'm going to point out this. Him said, Janu, the little time I close my eye, that's a reference to going to sleep. The rest of the text read, I can't even sleep. And then the following text says, I that go on the little time I go sleep. Obviously, these are different conversations, viewers and subscribers. The experts pointed out this. There is no way to receive these encrypted texts off devices without getting them bit by bit. And then doing what? Seaming them together. What them do was conveniently leave out. What them choose to leave out. And in a first world court of law, viewers and subscribers, if the integrity of the evidence is in question, remember, even when the device was retrieved. The text itself that them say was the big text, the damning text, the text that implicated everybody, was sent after, and that has been logged. That was logged in the initial trial. Wanna feel like say first world judges, after we already tell people and point out, said there was not a fair trial given to any of the accused, whether Vybz Kartel or to any of his co-accused. None of them not get a fair trial. Human rights, basic human rights, were violated. Individuals were not only presumed guilty but painted to the public as guilty before, during, and also after the trial take place. Evidence used to secure said conviction was evidence that has clearly been tampered with. Freedom is a must. The committee is on its way. So for those wondering, these are just a few of the clear examples. Remember, as always, our most people fail to see is that if this had taken place in any country where first world law is applied, this could not have been a case. It could have been an assumption. Something where the people want to happen. But other than that, them could bring it to a court of law. Think about it. And fans residing overseas have said this. Now the case is on its way overseas. We know them try for delay. We'll see the play. The extension has been filed. Even that itself will also be documented. The fact that they tried their best to slow up court proceedings by choosing not to release the devices in question. More talk to him in the comment section, because that's past the point where we are wonder why them are do what them are do. People are now saying how long can they do it for? And the answer is not very long. The answer is not very long. They will have to give all the devices. And all that has taken place, all that has been logged and documented will be presented. And everything will take place in the dark when them feel that them could keep right up on the island. And just something we alone talk about and nobody else can deal with it. That will be no longer happening. A first world justice system will see this case and see it for what it was and what it currently is. An attempt to silence the teacher just because some of the powers that be dislike the artist. But them try to use the law. But it's not just locally. We can't say one law for some, one law for others. And people will say you will see it occur to overseas. But you see, in matters like these, and the basic human rights are in question. When your court case is a sham, the integrity of law is now in question. And that is what the Privy Council will not stand for. The laws are the laws because they, as what them say, separate man from the apes. So basic human rights, they violate that, presuming painting someone as guilty, not giving them due process. These things are clear violations of the law itself that govern it, that govern the land. So talk to me in the comment section. And these are some of my personal opinions on the matter. But I said the one called Jayden Chase, the dancehall correspondent, the Gaza representative, and I'm reminding them no. If you're new to the channel, new to the movement, just a pass through. But you like the reason, of course, you like the point of view. Well, I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon and the bell icon right after that, and put it on all. And this is how you know you'll be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. Like icon is in close proximity to the share icon, boss a like and boss a share on the vlogging truth. Comment section up me 24/7, never lack it, just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. Other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. Yeah, man, I'll move settings for one until the reason again. Live, love, and yes, prosper.